Hello, now we're going to cover the policies and guidelines. You have the opportunity at the end of this course to get a copy of the guidelines, but it's important that we do touch on the guidelines, so I would like to do that now. You already know that Gold Star clubs have exclusive industry, which means we only have one business per category. And we also want to touch up on the fact that when people participate or join Gold Star clubs, you need to make sure that when the membership team sends out an email or when you have an opportunity to network with a visitor before a meeting, make sure that their industry does not overlap too much with yours. We get the question, and this is part of the guidelines, number 3, what do I do if I want to join another group or chapter or club other than Gold Star? You'll find that many of our members belong to the Chamber of Commerce. That's just fine. You have Rotary and all sorts of networking organizations that are not industry exclusive and maybe meet once a month, and that's just fine. If you have any questions, the best thing to do is ask your team leader or your director. And if for some reason it doesn't work out, then perhaps it's just not the right fit for you at this time, either that group, chapter, or club, or perhaps Gold Star. You're going to do your best work when you stick to one organization and give it everything you have to get those referrals. Remember, you're working with something we like to call the know, like, and trust formula, or know, like, plus trust, plus visibility equals referrals. So let's get back to the guidelines. I already went through a few of them right from the beginning. If for some reason, and this is on attendance, number 6, you have to miss a Gold Star Club meeting, please get a substitute. You can log into goldstarclubs.com, click on substitute, and see who could act as a substitute for you, but really it can be anyone over 18. If you do not have a substitute, then you will be counted absent, and you will get an email, and please don't be offended, that tells you you are a valuable member, and that does document the fact that you have missed a meeting. Our visitors love Gold Star Referral Clubs, and one of the reasons they like it is because we have structure, and we actually do pass referrals. Nothing is worse than to go to a club that says they have 30 members and only 10 show up, especially if you're the one that has the 10-minute presentation that day. You are allowed to miss 3 meetings per quarter, and you want to make sure you get a substitute if you have to miss, but sometimes you're sick, and we do understand that. You can take a leave of absence, but if you miss too many times, and again, the details are in the guidelines, just go ahead and read them, you're going to get a notice. Perhaps your team leader or director will talk to you, and perhaps someone will say, hey, this is just not working out. Try to be on time. Try to get to every meeting. Number 7 in the guidelines, we're hurrying them through them, is not to solicit or recruit other club members. What does that mean? Well, what if you're in a staffing agency and you recruit someone into a new job? Their employer is not going to be very happy with Gold Star Referral Clubs. What if you're in a multi-level marketing business? Well, perhaps building that business and recruiting is part of your total business plan, but when you're at Gold Star doing the 60 seconds and the 10-minute presentation, you're going to just represent your products, which I'm sure the products are great, and the members will enjoy using them. When you do a one-to-one, at that time you can tell the member that there is a business-building feature to whatever business you're in. But again, no pressure. There's never a pressure on a one-to-one. Gold Star members also do not solicit through email lists or spam each other. Let's not do that. And transferring. If you want to transfer from one club to another, that's okay. But you do have to get it approved by both clubs and the directors. You send us an email. We verify it with the directors. And there is a $25 charge. We recommend that you not transfer if at all possible, because many times it's proven just going to another club is not necessarily the answer. What if you change classifications? You change your career. You go from being a mortgage broker to a dog groomer. That's fine. Your membership team or your team leader can go ahead and send out an email to all the members to get that approved. Now, as far as visitors will visit a club and they will come twice before they need to put in an application. If you have a visitor that is coming to your club 2, 3, and 4 times, please let your team leader know that they're not supposed to do that. Your director should know that too. But we like them to visit twice during that time. They can get referrals. That's wonderful. Cross-clubbing. Cross-clubbing is one of the best features we have in Gold Star referral clubs. We highly recommend it. You can double your referrals, if not triple them. But please be courteous. Don't cross-club someplace where your industry is covered. And make sure that you don't recruit one of their visitors to come to your club. That's not fair. And don't set up a one-to-one with their visitors right away. Give them a chance to get to know their visitors. Kind of check back later, see if they become a member. Now, when someone does put in an application, it's very important that you answer the email that you'll get or let your director know whether there's any overlap with your industry. We have guidelines that cover that, but we want to make sure that you get all the referrals that you can. However, sometimes there are certain industries, maybe a printer. Maybe there's a printer that does signs, they do wedding invitations, they do banners, they might do car wraps, they might represent web design, graphic art. With something like that, we like to split it up. So in an instance similar to that, the printer would not be allowed to represent all those industries. I mean, if we did that, there'd just be one seat at that table, the printer, whereas we could have had 9 people sitting at that table giving each other good referrals. Once in a while, there will be a conflict within a club, and we've had that happen. If there is a conflict, please email help@goldstarclubs.com, and we'll do the best we can to make it right. We will talk to both sides, and you'll know that if ever you've been in a conflict, probably there was your side of the story, their side of the story, and then someplace in the middle was what really happened. We listen to both sides, and we try to make it right. We help you get to a point where you both can address it professionally and continue in the club. Please do not gossip. Nobody else in the club needs to know that there is a conflict. We may talk to your director. Periodically, we'll talk to the club leader, but the most important thing is don't gossip. Don't spread the word not to use Tim anymore because he overcharged you. What you need to do is just zip it up and help us get you through that conflict. Again, it's help@goldstarclubs.com. If for some reason you want to cancel your membership with Gold Star, just go ahead and log into the membership room at the site, goldstarclubs.com. On the left, it says Cancel Membership. There are no refunds. And you will be asked to fill out a short 5-question survey so that we'll know why you're leaving and possibly if you could come back. That is one of the questions. So this just about covers all these guidelines. It's a good overview. If you want to know more and read them in detail, again, you will have a PDF that's part of this training course that you'll be able to read. So thank you so much for paying attention. And if you can, read them in detail. And let's go on to the next part of the course.